Hey there, gang. Hey, wanted to ask a quick question, get your feedback on it, and share some of my perspective on this question. So, the question for today is, how do you get and stay motivated to grow your business 2 to 10x? If that's your goal, I'm assuming that you joined into this group because you want to grow your profit. That's the name of the group. Um, but what is it that you do to get motivated and stay motivated when you are going through the entrepreneur roller coaster, the ups and downs and the all arounds of the difficulties, the challenges, the disappointments, the discouragement, the highs of highs and the lows of lows? What do you do? I have found that there's five things that have been very instrumental in helping me to get motivated and stay motivated. And I've learned a formula that is extremely important, I think, to the whole motivation process. And the formula is motivation plus visualization plus action equals motivation. But if you take out any one of those three, you decrease the sum of the formula. You decrease the quality and the quantity of the motivation. So what is it that you are doing to increase your motivation intrinsically or extrinsically? Some of us may be motivated by fancy things, more money. Money is very important because it's kind of like oxygen when you don't have enough. But maybe yours isn't money. Maybe yours is impact. Maybe yours is being of service. Maybe it's the idea of you have a strong calling to do something. It's right there in your sweet spot. It's something that you've been gifted to do, and you feel more alive when you're doing it than when you're not doing it. But you have to have something intrinsically and oftentimes extrinsically to get you going. Not everybody has something intrinsically off of the start. They oftentimes need to start with the extrinsic things that are going to be motivating to them. And then oftentimes in that process of working through what are the things that are going to intrinsically motivate you. And a great way to go through that process is to answer the question when you have something extrinsically like a car, nice house, money, things of that nature, time, freedom, is answering the question, why? Why do you want that? And then when you answer that question, you ask the question again and you say, well, why do you want that? Or why do I want that? And if you keep going through that process, you'll oftentimes find your intrinsic motivation, which will then inspire you to want to go out there and do the hard things that it's going to take to grow your business 2 to 10x in the period of time that you want to grow it. The second piece is the visualization. So the visualization is using visual cues. So actually having things that are in your space that you can recognize. Maybe it's a charm on your wrist, or maybe it's a vision board, or a screensaver, or something that's a little note in your bathroom wall or on your bathroom mirror, or maybe it's something in your refrigerator or your car that just brings you back. It could be a word, it could be an acronym, you could use it in code if you wanted to, but really helping yourself to really identify, here's the things that are going to cue me to reflect back on my why. Why am I doing this? My intrinsic and my extrinsic motivation. There's also visual cues that happen inside your head. So spending time dreaming, spending time engaging in the dreams and the calling and the desires of your heart can oftentimes fuel your motivation, right? Zig Ziglar said it best when he said, motivation's like bathing. If you don't do it often, life begins to stink. And some of you may be in a stinky situation right now. You need to kind of clean out the mental refrigerator. You need to take out some of the negativity and the disappointment and the discouragement, and you need to put in some of that extrinsic or intrinsic motivation or the extrinsic motivation in intrinsic motivation. And you need to start spending some time visualizing yourself doing the things that you want to do, being what you want to be, having what you want to have, and not in a way that's all self-serving, but knowing that you were able to do that because you were of service to other people. You delivered great value to the marketplace. If you don't spend time in your motivation and you don't spend time with visualization, you're going to struggle with getting and staying motivated to be a successful entrepreneur. That's why so many businesses fail, because they're not growing, they're not overcoming the difficulties and the adversities. And so they oftentimes settle or go back into a comfort cave, go back to work or do other things, because they just didn't have the motivation to keep going through the difficulties and the ups and downs of being a successful entrepreneur. The third part of the equation is the action. And so action, right? If you don't take action, you're going to, and all you do is just visualize your dreams and you think about all these things that you want, that's the beginning of delusion. You can't just continue to fantasize about things. So you got to take action. So you got to make sure that your calendar is matching your goal. And that starts with actions or habits around motivation. So simple things that you can do to increase your motivation. You can watch things that are motivating to you. That could be movies, it could be videos, but if you don't have a source of inspiration or motivation visually, you may think about, what are the things that I can do from an auditory standpoint? What can I listen to? What podcast are you listening to? What music do you listen to? Do you have some encouraging music? A lot of us maybe use workout music to get us motivated to go work out. What are the things that you can listen to that would inspire you to do the high leverage activities to move your business forward? Extremely important. The other things you could do is read, right? What are the things that you can read? You can read social media posts inside this Facebook group or other places. You could read blogs. You could read books. There's other things that you can read, magazines or other types of things that would end up helping you to break through. I love biographies. I love stories of other people being successful, and I post a lot of those things just as a reminder to myself of people that have failed their way forward. Most successful entrepreneurs have failed. They also failed forward. They didn't fail and stop. They just learned how to correct their failure and turn it into success. So you can watch, you can listen, you can read, you can also write. You can journal things that are important to you. You can journal the answers. You can lead from the future and act in the now. You don't necessarily have to be motivated based upon where you are today. You can be motivated by the person that you're becoming, the leader that you're becoming, the business that you're building. And just answering some very open-ended questions about who you are and who you want to be and what it is that you want to do and what it is that you want to have can be a source of renewing your mind and motivating you to do the things that are oftentimes hard or challenging and difficult. The last thing you can do, talk. You can talk to people. Talk to other people that are doing what you want to do or who've done what you want to do. That's why we created this group, to create an environment. If you don't comment or you don't post, well, then you're not going to get the same benefit as people that do. If you're not creating conversations with other people offline, you're not going to get the benefit of having conversations with people who've done what you want to do or who are doing what you want to do. So watch, listen, read, write, talk, and there's a better chance that you'll get motivated to grow your business 2 to 10x. I'm excited to hear your feedback. What do you do to stay motivated? Post it down below. Would love to hear more. And if you'd like to chat more about this, comment. I'd love to talk to you and love to brainstorm with you on ways that you can get motivated. I'd love to share some of the resources that are motivating to me. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.